Hi, Professor. I'm Aurelian, and I'm going to have my final presentation. Um, so answer the question that why should anyone believe by me? So, first of all, I would say after the whole semester of learning about leadership styles approaches, I will try to explain the reason that what I learned and the reason for the answer for the question from the few leadership styles and the followerships and the ethics. And first of all, I learned from this course is that leadership is not only about influencing the how to influence the followers. It's about the leaders and the followers together as a context. So it's not only about a leader how to lead people, how to lead influence, and also understand the followership. And so this is the TOC that the context, the content of what I'm going to talk about. And first of all, I will answer the question from the transformational leadership. So as we know, there's a four factors of transformational leadership, which are idealized influence, intellectual stimulation, inspirational motivation, and individualized consideration. So for the idealized influence, which is the first factor, that are also called charisma, and for idealized influence is different from those pseudo leaders or like who is have the charisma and but they doesn't have the high standard of morality and they only just using their charisma to do the work with their thoughts. But idealized influence is the follower described as the leader as their role models, which the role model has the high standard of morality and also the high working performance, which being a leader. And the transformational leaders, as we learned during the classes, the lectures, that is the leadership that the leader trying to help the followers to achieve their goal with their self-interest. So, sorry, with their self-interest. And the second one is inspirational motivation, which is the encouragement from the leaders that to motivate the followers and help them achieve their own self-interest and goals. With this, I think I am able to having the I have the inspirational motivation that I can encourage the people, other uh, people, those followers to having the motivation and help them to to meet their self-interest in the team doing the work. I think that is important that the needs of followers could be understood by the leader. And thirdly is intellectual stimulation. It's this support from leaders and also the encouragement from leader to the followers, and that trying to encourage followers being creative and trying to encourage them being innovative to the challenge on their own values, and which can help them having the next level in the work and the achievement. I think I'm able to having the intellectual stimulation as a leader, but I still need to have improvement and to help those to make the followers are be able to challenge their own values for the next level. And the last one is individualized consideration, which presents the leader who provides supportive climate and active listening to followers and a focus on followers' needs. The reason think I have this factor because I'm an open-minded person and based on my MBTI surveys that I'm open-minded, I love to listen, and I think active listening is my top strength to being a leader, that to listen to the different opinions. So this is the reason why I think I have this factor, and also I talked before that I could be a supportive leader and providing supportive environment. So secondly, I learned authentic leadership during the classes, which is also requiring the leader with a high moral standard, um, the working performance and helping the be true leader who is able to lead a team. And there are four components for authentic leadership, which are self-awareness, internalized moral perspective, balanced processing, and relational transparency. So at first, I like to talk about the self-awareness, which is the personal insight of the followers, and it's the process that the leaders can understand internally. I understand the leaders themselves internally, and with the reflection and identity, um, also can understand them emotionally and with the motivations and the own goals. I think I do need to improve my self-awareness because I think it's a long process to having the self-awareness and understanding the internal um, perspective. I think I need to learn more about what my identity and can control my emotions. That because I think having the emotional intelligence about self-awareness is also important to being a leader. Um, so I think I do have some self-awareness, but components, but I need to have improvement on it. And secondly is internalized moral perspective. And this is the self-regulation process with the moral standards and the value affecting the individual's internal value. So I think having this component is how a leader to having the internal moral perspective and keeping the moral standard to having to solve the problem and making decisions. And this is the to being an ethic person and leaders, I think. I think I do have this high standard of my internal moral standard, but um, at this moment, and when I was thinking about ethic, I don't think I'm the one top level of the ethics person, but I am the high level of the internal moral perspective, and that is at being ethical leader. And thirdly is the balanced processing, which is the individual having the ability to analyze the questions, the problems from the objective perspective. And it's also the ability that a leader are able to accept different opinions and exploring the opinions from the followers. I think I am a balanced processing. I have the balance of processing because at first I like to listen to the followers, and secondly, I'm the open-minded person that accepting the different opinions. Because I don't think I'm the leader with all of the components. So I think I still need to learn and listen to different voices to improve to have the better self-improvement. And last one is relational transparency. And this is a component that present the leader can express himself through the core value and the feelings. I think for the relational and transparency, I do share my core feelings usually, but I only share my core feelings with the people I trust. But I think to express my true feeling with the core values, I still need building the trust and communication with the team members. So I think I could having the relational transparency, having an improvement on it, so I can being a leader to tell the truth to the followers, and helping the team to achieve the goal together. And thirdly is the servant leadership. There are 10 characteristics of servant leadership, which are listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, commitment to the growth of people. Last one is building community. I think usually for being a leader, the there's a lot most of the uh, characteristics easy or already have on most of the leaders. But for servant leadership is different, which is commitment to growth of people. And also servant leadership is mostly which is common in nonprofit organizations because servant leadership is putting other the followers' goal and trying to help them to achieve their goal as the first um, mission, and it is not requiring for any payback, and just truly trying to help someone. So, I think for me, I do have the characteristic of listening and empathy and healing and awareness and persuasion. For those few ones, as I was talking about earlier about listening, that I like accept different advices and trying to understand the follower's needs, and empathy that I can trying to help those followers. And then for next few, I would like to talk about the persuasion. The persuasion, for me, I learned about how telling the story. And because I was working as a retailing salesperson, I think I have the storytelling ability. And for the healing, trying to um, talk to people and make people feel better. And for the stewardship, I think I'm a responsible leader for the behavior and the um, activity for the groups and my behaviors, and trying to help the uh, followers achieve their own goal. And I think the hardest person um, is commitment to the growth of people, because is the premium in treating each follower as a unique person that help them to be beyond leaders contribution to the organization, which is the first goal or first mission or calling for the servant leader. And the last leadership is adaptive leadership, which is a follower-centered leadership with the focus that how leaders help the followers do their works and facing the challenges. I think for uh, adaptive leadership is requiring the adaptive leader help the followers just new circumstances. And adaptive leaders are able to be motivated, organized from the activities, and be able to help the followers to focus their attention. So I think I have some of the ability trying to motivate the followers and from the and organize from the activity, but um, I don't I do still need to have improvement and learning about the method and working on it. And next one is the followership, which is the process that individuals are accepted and the influences and achieve their common goal. In the followers, there's a power difference between the followers and leaders, as we're talking about the uh, leadership is the context for leaders and the followers. So there was a five types of followers based on Kelly's followership typography typology. The first one is passive followers, which is the followers with negative energy and doesn't have the critical thinking skills. And the second one is conformist followers. And the third one is alienated followers. And fourth one is pragmatics followers. And the fifth one is exemplary followers. The exemplary followers are the best followers in those five because it is active and being positive, and this kind of followers have the critical thinking skills. So this is the best followers know how to work and what to work on. And I think the second best ones are conformist followers and alienated followers. The alienated followers has the critical thinking skills, but they doesn't have the positive energy and being not being active. So for those followers, as a leader, I need to taking care of them with the healing and persuasion. And for conformist followers, which is the followers are active, but they didn't have the uh, critical thinking skills, which is the teacher's pad. They do what the teachers ask them to do. For those, there's only also one step to make them become a exemplary followers, is make them having the help them having the critical thinking skills. And pragmatics followers is the worst one because they have some critical thinking skills. They are a little bit, they are somehow, um, they're some active and have some positive energy, but they also um have some negative energy because they only consider about themselves being selfish. And for them, they only doing things when they see other followers doing and making sure it's good for them to do. And I think I'm an exemplary followers because I am positive and being active all the time. And secondly, I think I have the critical thinking skills when I have making decision, being and or working on um, the job, working on the works of what I'm doing. And last part is the ethic. So for ethics is according to Northhouse that Kohlberg's stages of moral development has stages, which are obedience and punishment. Second one is individualism and exchange, and the third one is interpersonal accord and conformative, and fourth one is maintaining in the social orders. And the fifth one is social contract with individual rights. And the last one is universal of principle. So for the first two, it's the first stages are the first level, um, which called a pre-conventional morality. And this level is based on self-interest and avoiding the punishment rewards. And for the second levels is conventional morality based on the social society and expectations. In this level, the interpersonal accord and the conformative, which is having maintained the social orders that they are thinking about themselves and trying to follow the social orders and not paying more attention on how to making the world better. And the last two are the post-conventional level, which is for those people they trying to having the justice society and making the world better. So there's last two levels. For me, I think I'm mostly considered about myself, to being making moral decisions and consider about what is the ethics. But I think trying to make the change for the world and for justify. But I think I sometimes I think consider about the world and what is the ethics. So I think I'm a little bit I'm between the level a second level and third level. So I think I'm making my effort. I'm trying to have improvement to the fifth stage, and currently I'm the fourth stage. So I think this is what I'm need to having improvement. And as a leader, I think I should have higher moral standard. And I think because I have the ability to being about consider of my about myself and for all the moral problem moral questions. So I think I can work on it and being a better leader. And for conclusion, that those four factors of transformational leadership, I have the three of I think I have the three of the factors that which can encourage the followers and understand followers' needs and how trying to help them to focus on their attentions and being open to listen about their different opinions. And secondly, I think I have the um, most of the components being a thought authentic leaders, but I need to having better emotional intelligence and understand myself. And thirdly, for the servant leadership, I do have listening skills, and I am a responsible leader. And also, I telling the story to persuade the followers. So I think, and lastly, about the ethics and followership, I think I have the critical thinking skills, and being active to being exemplary followers, so which I guess I can understand what is the good followers and understand the needs of followers better. So these are the reasons I can be a good leader. And last one about the ethics, that I'm ethical person for myself, and trying to having the improvement and making the world better, having the justice society. And this is the reference. Thank you very much.